Raise your hand if you've ever dealt with a problematic hiring manager. Now, raise your hand if the hiring manager was just fine, but the recruiting process was directionless. These are just 2 reasons why you need to be on the exact same page as your hiring manager and help them elaborate on the exact type of person they need for their open role. My name is David Simons, and today we're going to talk about 27 questions to ask your hiring manager that will lead to a very successful intake session and lead to them hiring the best person for the role. So we're going to break it into a group of 14 questions, they're more basic, and then another group of 13 more candidate-specific questions. First question is, what is the job title? May sound obvious, but you got to start from the ground up. Number 2 is, how many positions need to be filled? They might just be aware of the business need and not be entirely sure how many people need to take care of the responsibilities. Number 3 is, what's the purpose of the role and what value does it provide to the company? So this is very important for the hiring manager to verbalize. They probably have a stock job description, but they haven't actually gone through every single facet of what's needed and explained that out loud. Where is this position located? Because it might be hard to find a Spanish-speaking software developer to live in rural Montana. Which brings me to the next question, are you open to remote candidates? This can vastly expand your talent pool, especially if your candidates are normally used to working remote and meeting KPIs in that way. Piggybacking off of that further, number 6 is, do you offer relocation? This can be make or break for a lot of candidates. Number 7, who is the candidate's direct report, or will they just be an individual contributor? Number 8, how is the team structured? Some candidates may be very used to working on very specifically structured teams and perhaps might not perform as well on others. Number 9 is like a 4-in-1 question depending on how established the role is in your organization. So what's the history of this position? Why was it created? And if it's an existing role, why did the previous employee leave? Number 10 is, how long has the role been open? This is definitely going to be an indicator of how difficult the role will be to fill with the right person. Number 11 is, what advancement opportunities, if any, exist in this role? If you don't have a solid career path laid out for the person coming into this role, there's going to be a lot of qualified candidates who will not be interested. They won't even give it a second look. Number 12 is fairly straightforward. What is the salary range, bonus, and commission structure? Number 13 is, will you provide visa sponsorship? Sometimes the best candidates can come from overseas, so if you're not willing to take this step and offer visa sponsorships, then you may be missing out on another pool of talent. Number 14, what hiring data is most important moving through the process? Okay, now that we have the 14 basic questions out of the way, it's time to move into 13 more candidate-specific questions that will uncover basically the competencies this person is going to need to really succeed in the role in the first year especially. Number 1, what's the biggest challenge the candidate will face in the first 90 days? Number 2, what are the 3 primary objectives of this role for the first 6 to 12 months? Are there SMART goals involved? Number 3, what's a day in the life of this role? Number 4, how do you measure performance? Number 5, what makes the opportunity exciting? Number 6, what soft skills work best with the team? Number 7, describe your company culture and values. Number 8, what are the must-have skills for this position? Number 9, what are your like-to-have skills for this position? Number 10, can you describe what obstacles face the team? How will the candidate help resolve them? Number 11, what are the company's long and short-term goals, and how will this role influence those goals? Number 12, what big project, if any, will the team take on after this role has been filled? This new hire could be instrumental in starting a new project. Number 13 is kind of a bonus question, but it is essential in separating you from the pack of recruiters and really taking the search to the next level. If the role already exists and there are 1 or more people already performing it, talk to those people and see, the additional nuances that maybe the manager doesn't understand, especially if they're director or above and they're hiring someone less senior. Maybe the role has evolved since they were in it themselves. So there are, of course, endless questions you could ask, but we found this list of 27 to be immensely helpful when guiding your hiring manager through the intake session and finding out what they truly need in a new hire. With that, thanks so much for watching, take care, and good luck on your next search.